is interesting to note that you can get to know whether you're pregnant or not before you miss your period, or even before you test using a test strip to confirm whether you're pregnant. Do you also know that not all women menstruate every month? For some women, their menstruation is irregular and they don't get to menstruate every month. And for this category of women, they can look out for early pregnancy signs that can be pointers to whether they are pregnant or not. Although not all women get to experience these early pregnancy symptoms, but a good percentage, like 80% of women, experience it, and it can start to manifest as early as 2 weeks. Hi, you're welcome to Health Talk with Pharmacist Akisoye Abimbola, where we talk about everything health, wellness, and drugs. In today's video, you'll be learning about 9 absolutely correct pointers as to whether you're pregnant or not, even before you miss your period. Later on in this video, I'll share the best time I think you should check for pregnancy using a pregnancy test strip. You can also check down the description for baby names finders, ovulation calculator, delivery date calculator, and weight gain calculator. The first one is cramps. You know, when you're about to start menstruating, you begin to have cramps, or maybe during menstruation, you begin to have cramps majority of the time. So this cramps is similar to the one you have when you're menstruating, although it's like an exaggerated version, and you have like an urge to go get your sanitary towel close by because the blood can start popping out anytime soon. So that can just be a sign that you're pregnant. The second sign is sore breasts, like an exaggerated version of the soreness you experience when you're menstruating, and it can take longer than the usual kind of sore breast you experience while you're menstruating. So when you begin to have sore breasts, it's as a result of hormonal changes that are happening in your body. So it can also be a pointer to the fact that you are pregnant. Thirdly is missed period. You see, after experiencing those 2 things, then you expect that you start menstruating the next minute, but it doesn't come. The menstruation does not start, so you miss your period. And next is frequent urination, urinary incontinency. Then you start visiting the toilet to pee every now and then. That can be very frustrating. So it's as a result of hormonal changes too. So your kidneys are now receiving more blood flows through your kidneys, and you have the urge to pee more often than usual. That is another pointer that you could be pregnant. The 5th point is constipation. Ordinarily, you're not an ulcer patient, but then you begin to experience heartburn, and that you need to take an antacid to subside, to get it lessened. It could also be a sign that you are pregnant. Everything is gathering up and pointing to one fact that you could be pregnant. When you begin to have constipation and you have missed your period, that is like a confirmation that you are already pregnant. You can like and leave a comment to be sure that we are together, and don't forget to click on the subscribe button and turn on the notifications so that you can be the first to get notified when I drop another video. Then you begin to get nauseated. Nausea is just like the feeling of throwing up, and to some they go to the extent of throwing up. It's just progesterone playing some pranks on you. You begin to feel nauseated, usually when you're brushing early in the morning, and for some women it's not even a respecter of any time of the day. They can begin to feel nauseated in the morning, afternoon, or even at night, and they can start throwing up everywhere or spitting everywhere. That is a confirmation on its own. Then comes fatigue. When you become tired at every given opportunity, you feel like sleeping, taking a nap here and there. You sleep more often, and that is simply pointing to the fact that you could be pregnant. Anorexia is a loss of appetite. For some women, then they lose appetite. Their favorite food becomes irritable to them. It begins to make them feel nauseated, and particularly the food they prepare themselves, they can no longer eat. They prefer to eat other people's food. They prefer to eat meals prepared by other people. That could also be a sign that you are pregnant. And next is food cravings. Weird, unusual food cravings. Then you begin to crave for things that are out of the blues. That is like a confirmation that you are pregnant. The best time to check for pregnancy using a test strip is dependent on the type of test strip you want to use, because they are more sensitive than the other. So for some, you can get an accurate result a week after missing your menstrual period, and for some others, you have to wait 2 weeks after missing your menstrual period. So in essence, before you can test for pregnancy using a test strip, you have to wait to miss a period. A week or 2 weeks after, you get an accurate result using a strip. But if you try testing earlier than then, you may test negative, meanwhile you're actually positive. So I've made videos on pregnancy symptoms that are not common and are less talked about. You may like to check out that video as well. Thank you so much for watching.